Hi, we are in the final stretch of the school year. I have 3 weeks left. I wonder how many weeks you have left in this year that has gone by far too quickly. It's too late to be learning new things. I think Stanley would probably disagree. He goes, it's never too late, but right now we are just trying to hang on and survive, right? So I'm not going to be sharing a new concept today, but something that made me so happy that happened this week in my classroom, and I wonder if you are experiencing things like this too, where students are pulling out different strategies than what they are used to working with. Olivia is the one who came to me, and she made me so happy with this problem. We were doing a review assessment, and she just came up and she said, I would like a different strategy than renaming. Just that sentence alone gave me such joy because she said, I want a different strategy than what I've been doing for most of my schooling. I want to try this a different way. And that's a really beautiful thing when a student looks at a math problem and knows that there's more than one way to solve it. Another reason it made me so happy is that she recognized this is a problem that needed renaming. How many of our students will we find who are still doing things like this? Oh, 3 minus 8, can't do that, so I'll just do 8 minus 3, which is 5. I bet you've seen that too. So I said, well, what did you have in mind? And she said, I really am not sure, but I'd like to do something different. And I said, well, how about the open number line? Now, the open number line, I believe, is something that is taught in the lower grades, but renaming is our fallback. This is what most of our students do. That's what I think we spend the most of our time doing. And I'm hoping that we can help our students to spend more time on things like open number lines, or at least equal time, so that they use it when the time comes. So we did it together. I wanted to do this together with her for a video for today, but the video we made, we just didn't have time to redo it. I bet you're really busy. We have so many extra duties right now because people are out. We just don't have any extra time right now. Are you finding that to be the same thing in your classroom? So I have to do this alone today. But we write the 681 here, and then the 834. And then we have to make a choice. Do we want to move backwards or do we want to move forward? And Olivia said she thought she'd like to move forward. So then I said, Olivia, what is a number that we can move to from 681 that is just an easier number to work with? And she thought about it for a while, and I was so pleased that she came up with 19. That takes a lot of thinking to know that there are 19 between 681 and 700. So we wrote 700 here plus 19 up here. And then I said, what's the next number we should go to? And she said 800. I said, I like that. 800, so that's plus 100. And then how many between 800 and 834? And she said 34. And then I said, Olivia, what do we need to do with all these numbers up here to get an answer? And she said, add them up. And so she immediately wrote down 100 plus 19 plus 34. And she was about ready to just start adding those up kind of rotely. You know, our students all know how to add quite well. And I thought, let's see if we can get a little more thinking out of this even so. And I said, Olivia, before you add 34 plus 19, before you rename that, what is 19 very, very close to? And she said 20. And I said, yes. So what if we were to do 34 plus 20? Or 34 plus 20 this way? And she said, 44? And I said, that would be 34 plus 10. And she said, 54. I said, that's exactly right. But we went over one too many. We're going to have to pull back a bit. So instead of it being 54, what would it need to be? And she said, oh, 53. And now we can add 100 plus the 53 for an answer of 153. There was so much thinking and so much experimenting with this problem as opposed to just coming here, renaming, and getting an answer. And I know that it's this kind of thinking, this kind of looking at a problem to see, to even ask, what is the best strategy for doing this problem, that is really going to serve our students well in present time and when they're in high school tackling really huge, complex things. We want them to have strategies and know that it's okay to try something different. I hope you're having a good week, and I hope that your students have embraced some new strategies this year that you have taught them. And I hope that you're hanging on and that you're well for this final stretch of the year. I'll see you next week.
Like and subscribe!